Hi everybody, Francisco here. Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to talk about tracing patterns onto plush fabric. Now, the way I do it is I like to trace the actual pattern on the back of the plush fabric. I know some people like to pin their patterns. That's fine. The reason I feel it needs to be traced is because that way you can draw as close as possible to the edge, then cut inside of that line so you can get the exact pattern piece. The other thing I wanted to talk about is what kinds of pens I use, especially with dark fabrics. It's very hard sometimes to see where you traced. So how do I do it? Let me show you.
Here's a white plush. It's called a minky. And for light fabrics, I like to use Sharpie, specifically the ultra fine point, primarily because of this straight, very thin point. You can get as close as possible to the pattern and stay vertically straight. I like to draw my pattern or trace my pattern in the back. I know you probably think that this pattern is kind of strange. I have a video I made of transferring your patterns from your paper or your cardboard onto a plastic sheet, and in that video shows you how I do this. They last for a long time. Mark all your markings and make sure your notches are done, and there you have it. And for the dark fabric, I also have a minky. It's a very soft fabric, and I also do it on the back. For these, I like to use white or metallic. I bought these on Amazon. They're not the best gel pens in the world, but what I like about them is that they have a very straight point. So there's less of a chance to get your pattern distorted, meaning you can get as close as possible to your pattern. Okay, and I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in a little bit. Here's the silver. I don't know if you can see that better. It depends on how the light hits it. And the next one I have is the gold one, which sometimes seems to show best, but not always, just sometimes. Let's see what happens here. Let me zoom in again. To me, on this fabric, the white one looks the best, but I'll let you be the judge. Now, when you cut your fabric, just make sure that you cut inside of the line. Otherwise, you are going to get a bigger piece than what the pattern is. This is especially important with smaller creatures, because 2 millimeters can add up to a lot of millimeters. Then at the end of the day, you end up with a creature that has one arm bigger than the other. Now, if you have only just a regular gel pen, see, it's more like a cone. So when you draw that pattern with that kind of gel, try to do it on an angle so you can get as close as possible. I think I did that, I hope. Let's see. All right, there it is.
Well, I hope that helped. Let me know how you reproduce your patterns on your plush fabric. Also, what kind of markers or pens do you use? Hey, I am in the eternal search for the perfect pen or marker. So if you have one that you think is better, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Let me know, pen or do they follow?